Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This is my tarot card reading for Virgo in November of 2015. How will November go for Virgos? Let's find out. How will November 2015 go for Virgo? How will November 2015 go for Virgo? How will November 2015 go for Virgo? Lots of swords today. So at the center of this reading, we have the Queen of Swords. The swords are the suit of the mind, of thoughts, of reason, air. And oftentimes swords are a cold and unhappy suit. When we lead with our mind, we damage others, we damage ourselves sometimes. And we're not thinking with our hearts or with our spirits or with the earth. We're thinking with our head. And our head sometimes doesn't lead us to the happiest places. But, you know, it's necessary all the same. And in the same time, it's the suit of fairness and justice and reason. And we wouldn't be anywhere as a society or as a race without it. And so it's crossed here by the Wheel of Fortune. The sense I get here is that this is a time when there's going to be a lot of things that seem like opportunities. There's a lot of chances this month for Virgo, swirling around, but the real challenge is going to be keeping your head straight and staying put to a degree rather than rushing out to get them. The knights rush out into the world. Kings order and command the world, but the queen focuses on her own domain, not just herself like the page, but the people around her. And bringing reason, justice, and order to those in her family, in her immediate community, the people she knows. And so, in a way, ordering and sort of cutting down the expectations, the dreams, and the aspirations of the people around her. That's the central theme of this month for Virgo. It's a time of sort of putting your head first, not getting carried away with things, but instead doing what makes sense in a time in which it seems like there's all kinds of opportunities around. But you know, sometimes opportunities are a good thing, and sometimes opportunities are a bad thing. You spin the Wheel of Fortune, comes up roses some days, and it comes up snakes and hellfire other days. You got to be careful with the Wheel of Fortune. It's not always good. It's fortune. Sort of going along with this theme of carefulness, of caution, is the Five of Pentacles in behind. Now, we're leaving this behind, which is probably just as well, but here we have suffering, poverty, need, lack, and want, but also the promise of aid and shelter at the same time. There is help out there in the world, but you have to get to it. You have to find it, and you have to ask for it and accept it. That's the situation we're moving out of here. There's been need, and there's been lack, and there's been wanting not too far in the past for Virgo, and that means you gotta be careful. You can't just act here and act there and do this and do that when the basics of life are dear, when you might not have enough money to cover the rent carefully, or, all kinds of healthcare costs are pressing, or university fees, or all kinds of stuff, debts, credit card problems. When you got all that weighing down on you, you got to be careful. And that's sort of what it seems to be saying. You got to use your reason, like the Queen, even if it doesn't make you happy. Because maybe you're not in a position to take these opportunities yet. Maybe not forever, but yet. Here below we have the Knight of Cups. Cups is a suit of emotions, of feelings, sometimes love, also intuition, the sort of dreamy gazing on the waters to see what they bring to us. And the Knight's going out into the world for looking for these things, or to bring his vision to others, or to use his vision to help others, or to accomplish something in the world. That's at the base of things, and that's perhaps what's been going on. Working slowly to take your vision out into the world, Virgo, but taking knocks at the same time. We have the Nine of Wands here. This guy is strong. He's held up. He's won the battle, but the battle is not over. Taken one on the head, because, when you have your own idea, when you're not idea necessarily, but your own dynamic dream, your own inner fire, you always end up beating up against other people who have the same thing, because none of us lives in an island. We're all together in this. And when everybody has a strong passion, well, those passions end up knocking you around. So we have the Knight here going out into the world, taking knocks in the process. But this has been for a cause. This has been for a reason. We got the King and the Ace here in the future, in the outcome. The Knight finds what he's been looking for. And there is an overflowing, an overwhelming of this intuition, of this emotion, of this feeling, of this love that comes out when he reaches his destination, when his quest is complete. And likewise, using this energy, this creative, emotional, loving energy, the Queen of Swords is able to, in her own way, level up a bit into the King, moving from bringing reason and rationality and restraint and in a just and fair manner to those around her, to moving out, branching out, and having the authority to command those around her outside of their immediate circle. And so there's a sense that you're on the right path. It's been hard, but if you stay the course and don't get distracted, work away at it. Piece by piece, brick by brick, chip by chip. Build your reputation. Build your career, in a sense, because this is often considered the card of jobs and career. The 3 being early in the suit, meaning that when one is in one's early stage of professional development, building a client base, showing that one has the basic skills to accomplish things, and building a reputation. And so there's this sense of you got to keep working at it, build your reputation, and not worry too much about what's been lost. Yeah, this is hard. And you know what? Turning down opportunities when they knock can be not the happiest thing. Sometimes it's something we really wanted to do. But if you've set to a path and you're on a road, you need to follow it through. And it might not be happy, but hey, look, not everything's lost here. Yeah, okay, maybe you didn't get to do that cool thing, but not all. That's not the biggest tragedy in the world. Now, it's going to seem like the fight never ends. It's going to seem like you're always going to be beset by your enemies, by those who are challenging you, by those who have their own vision they'd rather see brought into reality. But like I was saying earlier, if you keep with this, if you stay on the path that you've already set for yourself and exercise reason and restraint, even if it doesn't make you happy, you're going to get where you're going, and it's going to be good. It's going to be everything you were looking for. And so my advice for you, Virgo, this month, stay the course and use your head. Don't get carried away by a new opportunity. Don't get distracted. Focus, and you're going to get where you've been going, and you're going to be glad you did. Thanks for watching. Have a good month.